When am I gonna play Fallout? More and more now, I'm thinking I would just love to play Fallout and not play this game. Is that okay? I was going in the right direction. That's good. I was almost there. That doesn't seem like I was almost there. I need like sections. I need to be able to like break up sections with all this stuff. I guess that's what the notes are for. All right, fine. Let's try again. I go to the inbox. Okay. I see if it's negative, and if it is negative, I go to the inbox again. And if it's negative again, then I do a copy from here, right? And then I go to the outbox. Okay, so we can test two negatives easy. It's negative. Yeah. Great. Okay, that works. Okay. All right, fine. So we put a note here that says, "My balls." Okay, doesn't quite fit. And then we, what does that do? Oh, look, you can like undo each. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Okay, let's not put a note there. All right, so we can test two negatives like that. Okay, and then once we've done that, we can jump back up to the top and try again. Okay, so next time round, we say if it's a negative, it's a negative. Yeah, we go back to the inbox, and then if this is a negative, we jump down to here. But if it's a positive, then we're going to jump down to here, and we're going to say, so, okay, so this way we're testing for negative, positive. We're going to jump down to here and say, so that one was a negative, and this one was a positive. So I think we have to have something like this in here as well. So we jump down to here, and this is where we're going to test for positive, positive, right? So we jump down to here, and then we say, if negative, oh, actually, hang on a second. Do we do that? Okay, so in this case, we say if it's a negative, it's not negative. So it's a positive, we jump down. And we go back to the inbox here, and then we say, if it's a negative, then we would want to jump down to here, and we'd want to copy from here, and then we'd want to go to outbox, right? And then we'd want to jump back up to the start from here. So that's going to jump us up to the start. Okay, okay, so if it's negative, okay, so if it's positive, the first one is positive, we jump down to here, okay, we go to the inbox, and then if it's negative, they don't match, but if it's positive, again, they match, so we go up to here, right? So hang on, how many have we just gotten there? So we got a 6 and a -8, so they don't match. Great. Okay, so we have another non-match. Okay, we haven't tested for the negative and then the positive. Okay, so we have a negative. Yes, and then we come down to here, and then we go to here, and if it's a positive, then we go down to, hang on, we are testing the negative and positive, but we're just not doing any. Oh no, we are. We're going here. Wait a second, is that right? Hang on a second. All right, so we have a negative, and we have a positive. Okay. All right, so we have a negative. We'd go down to here, and then we check that, and then if it's a negative, it's not, so then we have a positive. So the positive jumps down to here. Oh, and then I see it goes back to the negative. So if it's positive, so we actually have to, from here, we have to jump. Wait a sec. No, hang on a second. We don't want to go to the inbox. We want to be able to jump from here. But if it's a positive, positive goes down to here. Wait, it's the first one's negative. That's right. And then, oh no, it's the second one is positive. So that one's definitely positive. It goes down to here. And then we have to say, so if it's positive, it goes into this section, which is sort of like the positive stuff. Oh, I see though. We don't want to do that. We want to say copy from, we want it to go like down to here, right? And then jump back. Is that right? I think that might be right. Okay. So we have two positives. Perfect. We have a positive and a negative. Perfect. We have a negative and a positive. Perfect. All right. We have a negative and a negative. Oh! Oh! What a mess! What a mess! 12 or fewer commands. We did it in 15. 28 steps, and we did it in 32. Holy shit. Oh my god. Jesus. This game taught you how to program? You're learning how to program in a style of programming from like literally 70 years ago. I'm just saying. Continue to elevator, please. Okay, we didn't get any of the things for that one, but we have another coffee break now, which is the Sabbatical Beach Paradise. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Complete it. God, took some doing. Sabbatical Beach Paradise. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's one. Oh, look, it's all the Edguns are back. Drinking margaritas, losing the tubes. I'm really glad that we got to see that. Oh, is that me? It is. Just on a little sabbatical from the human resource machine. Oh. I bet you couldn't even see me, actually, because, funnily enough, I am in the way. Myself. Me, myself, I was in the way of me in the game. Sorry about that. Countdown. Alright. This is going to be fun. Yes, welcome back. Tick, tick, tick. Oh, actually, before I start this, hang on a second. Let me just go and... What? Yeah, let me just check this quickly. JGO0510, thanks for subscribing. Mavad _ thanks for resubscribing 2 months in a row. Candice Friesen, thanks for resubscribing 3 months in a row. Sofa King ITT, thanks for resubscribing 2 months in a row. Puklev, thanks for resubscribing 7 months in a row. And 1997 M Rock, thanks for subscribing. I hope you haven't ripped off your wiener in rage yet. No? You might still. You still have time. Tick, tick, tick. Time keeps ticking down. So let's get to work. Oh. Yes. I love what you've done with your hair. Thanks. Did we get a new one? We got bump. Hey, for each number in the inbox, send that number to the outbox, followed by all numbers down to or up to 0. It's a countdown. Fucking serious. So what does bump do? You got new commands. They add 1 or subtract 1 from an item on the floor. The result is given back to you. For your convenience, also written right back to the floor. Bump. What? The result is given back to you, and for your convenience, also written right back to the floor. Where, though? What is this arm doing here? Does anyone know? Alright, so for each number, we have to send it to the outbox, followed by all numbers down to or up to 0. It's a countdown. Okay, fine. We go to the inbox. We get the number, and we copy it to... Do we need to do a copy to? And then we bump. Whoa, wait. If it's positive... Okay. If it's negative, we need to jump. If not, so if it's positive, we need to bump down. 0. And where's it going to store it, did it say? Oh, I see. Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay, so we bump. Alright, I see. If it's 0, and then we jump back up. Okay, so we go to the outbox. And then if it's 0, we can jump out of this. But if not, we just jump back to the start, right? Does that work? Let's try it. So if it's 9, we bump it. We put it in. Holy shit, we needed the actual value first, though. Okay. So we need to go to the outbox. Followed by... Send that number to the outbox. Okay, so we have to actually go to here as well. So we go to the outbox first. I don't know if that's too many commands, actually. This is a pretty fun one, actually. Okay, so we say, yeah, we want that value. And we bump. It's not 0. Wait. Empty value. You can't jump if 0 with empty hands. Oh. hang on a second. Jump if 0. Oh, hang on a second. It's because we went to the outbox first. But we need to actually have the 0. So outbox. Okay, so after the outbox, then we need to do a copy as well. So if we copy it to 4. Oh no, we can't do that after it's been to the outbox. Okay, so we need to copy it to 2. Okay, so let's copy it to here before we go to the outbox, and then we need to go copy from 1 and jump. Does that work? I think it's too many commands. It's gonna be a little bit sloppy, I think, but that might actually be okay. So we go 5, 4, copy the 4, put that back, and then we go back, and we take the 4. It's not 0, so we bump. Yeah, copy it, go back. Okay, great. And we take the 3. It's not 0, so we bump. Okay, put that there. Okay, so we can do it for that anyway. And it's a 1. Great, great. And we have to see what happens at the end for the 0. Okay, so it's a 0. Okay, and then if it's 0, not enough stuff in the outbox. Where did it get to? Oh, it got to the end. Okay, so if it's 0, it jumped back out of here. And then we have to go back and do it from the start. If it's 0, we want to jump to here, and we want to go back up and do it all over again, right? And then if this is negative, jump down here and we do this negative area instead. Alright, that's fine. So, this number we should be able to complete until we get to a negative. Not enough stuff in the outbox. Okay, so we get to the negative 1 and we come here. Okay, great. So we need some different logic, right, for the negative numbers now. So for the negative numbers, when we have a negative number, we need to copy that one to... Hang on. Where does the negative 1 go? Okay, yeah. So we need to do much the same, right? We need to copy to 0. But we know in this case that it is negative. So we straight away, we go to the outbox, okay? And then once we've been to the outbox, we need to do a bump minus again. Oh, wait a second. If we bump it down, or is it down? Wow, hang on a second. Do we even need to? Well, I'll double check anyway. So we bump it down. We do a copy to. We'll just copy all of this crap again. Go to the outbox. Copy from 1. And we do the jump of 0. Like that, and then we do the jump back up to the... Where is that going? Is that going like right back up to the top? Jump of 0. That jump goes back up to the top of the bump. That. And then we have another jump right below that one. And that one goes back up to the top there. Okay. So that one goes back up to the very top. Because at that point we're done, right? Okay, let's try it. I think this might work. I'm a little bit lost, actually. Okay, so the 5. We know that this one works. And we know that we can sequence this one, right? To 0. And that's fine. Okay, now we have a negative. So we got the negative. Whoa! It went the wrong way. Okay, so it is a bump plus that we need here. Yeah. And not a bump minus. Okay. Okay, let's try it out. 9, 8. This is going to be a huge one after this. Maybe we don't need this extra one we were picking from, but I don't know. It's fine for now. It's not like super efficient at all, but whatever. Okay, so minus 8, minus 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 0. Whoa, shit. Okay, so 0 is potentially a value, right? So if it's 0 to start with, we want to say, hang on a second, fucking 0. Okay, if the value itself is 0, we want to go to the outbox with it straight away, and then we want to jump back up to here. Fuck, we got 23 lines. I don't know if that's not too much. Whoa, what the fuck? It's only if it's 0, right? Oh yeah, if it's 0, we want to do that, and then we want to jump back like that. If it's 0. But if it's not, oh shit, hang on a second. We need to surround that whole thing, don't we? We need to like surround the whole fucking thing. And then have the outbox at the bottom. Okay, so if it's 0, hang on a second. This could be tricky. We need to surround this whole thing like that. And we need to have the outbox here, but then we need to have this jump like down here, right? You can't jump if 0 with empty hands. Oh shit, yeah, we need to go to the inbox first. Whoops. Okay, so it's not 0. So that, wait, what the fuck? Did we screw the whole thing up? Hang on a second. If it's 0, we go to the outbox, and then maybe I did actually. Let me take all this shit out of here. Hang on a second. Oh yeah, it's because it's meant to be there. Okay, so does this work again now? 3, 2, 1. Okay, yeah, so that's fine. All right, so now we need to check the if it's 0. If it's 0, so we go to the inbox. If it's 0, we go to the outbox and jump back. And if it's not 0, we jump down to here. Yeah, and that should work. Does it work? It works. Fuck me. Okay. What a mess. Okay, is this working? Yes. Okay, it's working. Let's speed it up a little bit. Okay, we're gonna test that 0 value now. Here we go. Whoo! Ha! Whoo! Whoa! Yes! Whoa! Yeah! Woo! Oh! Youch! Yowzers! Whoa! Oh! Okay. Use 10 or fewer commands. I use 25! Shit! Speed challenge, 82. Wow, that was horribly inefficient. Do we want to review this again to see how really terribly bad it is? It's pretty bad. I mean, maybe I could have reused some stuff and not like been so explicit. Pfft. I mean, it works. Would I ever get a job at like IBM? No. But I can safely move on with my life, knowing full well that it does work in some capacity. Only 10. I don't even know. It works just as well as the US Congress. Good enough for me. I'm happy. I mean, I feel like the US Congress, albeit maybe a little bit inefficient, does actually sometimes work. I could be lying. Okay. Alright, fine. I'm done. The multiplication workshop. Okay, we can move on anyway. Countdown was achieved. We didn't get any lights though, and we're on to the multiplication workshop. Oh my god. I'm so sorry about this. Mrs. Car Bearer, thanks for donating. £6.58. You responded to a drunk tweet of mine once. Day made. Nice. I do actually sometimes respond to tweets. Well, actually, mostly offensive ones. When somebody calls me like a gigantic gaping asshole, I feel like I need to correct them and say I'm not actually gaping, just an asshole. But for the most part, I mean, I do respond to tweets from time to time. I'm on Twitter often enough, that's for sure. Anyway. Fine. Irus Umbros, thanks for donating. £2. Sips, glad to see you streaming again. Congrats on the Babby Grill, yet again. If it hasn't been suggested before, take a look at the RPG Undertale. Indie and pretty damn good with a great soundtrack to boot. Take it easy, bud. I have Undertale in my list of things that I would like to play and try, and there will be an evening with Sips video on Undertale, possibly next week, because it's on my list. I got a list. But yeah, I mean, thanks for the suggestion. A lot of other people have suggested as well. I noticed that like a lot of people were playing it. Like I'm pretty sure Dodger was playing it the other day. I didn't watch, but I know that she was playing it anyway. And Iris Umbros, thanks for resubscribing for 7 months in a row. That's huge. Get hired by Apogee and make a game for 10 years. Sure. Nice. Alright, multiplication workshop. Does this mean that we'll actually be able to multiply, or do we have to do it manually? Because I will rip my asshole right out. It seems like only yesterday we were learning about adding. Fond memories. We worked so hard back then. I don't see a multiply. For each two things in the inbox, multiply them and outbox the result. Don't worry about negative numbers for now. You got labels. They can help you remember the purpose of each. This is what I need. I need labels. These are the things that I need right now, labels. They can help you remember the purpose of each tile on the floor. Just tap any tile on the floor to edit. That's really good. Shit. Nice. I like that. I like how I have a thing that just says ass in my own writing. Dicks. Dicks. There. That's where we store all the dicks. Alright. How do we multiply? We need to... Oh, I hate it. So, we need to get the value first. Okay. What is it? What is this doing? Copy from 0 and then copy to hello. 0. Why is this 0 here? Why? Do we have to do the countdown thing or something? Because we have to do like, for each two things in the inbox, multiply them and outbox the result. Okay. So we have to multiply 7 by 2. So that means that we just have to do 7 plus 7. So I guess it's going to be a case of doing adds on the number of times that... So I guess we have to bump down this value every time we do an add until it gets to 0. And then when it's 0, that's the way that we're going to do it. Okay. Do we want to copy from 0 and copy to hello? No, I don't think we do. Yeah, I just want to clear. I don't want that at all. I don't need that. Alright, so I go to the inbox and I copy to 0, right? And then I go to the inbox and then I copy to 5. Okay, so this is the times. Yeah. The fuck. All right. So then, once I've done that, I say, I add. No, hang on a second. Okay, then when I've done that, I do a copy from 0 and I add it to 0. And then I go down to times. So that I do a bump minus on that. Wait, I need to store the value though. It's hello. Let's bin that. Value. We'll store the value in here, okay? Alright. So, because when I bump the times, it's going to get that value. So, what I need to do is I need to copy to 0, then I need to copy to times. That's fine. I go to the inbox, I copy to times. I copy from 0. And then I add to it. And then once I've added to it, I copy that value to val. Okay? Then I bump minus the times. And I keep doing that until the bump is 0. So if it's 0, we jump out. And if it's not 0, we go back up to here. So we say add. So we copy from... Right. Okay. So does that work? So we do the 7. We do the 2. Wait, that's a value already, though. I don't want to do that. That's too much now. Is it? Not enough stuff in the outbox. Actually, that did work somehow. So we want to do 7 times 2. So actually, we don't want to see if the value is 0. So I think once it goes in there once, including zeros. So first thing we need to do is for the times, we need to remove 1 from it, right? So we copy to the times. So we copy to times, and then we bump down times, right? Times. We bump it down straight away, right? And then we do the copy from as well, so that it's actually 3 times 2, 3, 6. And then we do that. And then we do... Wait, it's copying from there. So, hang on a second. So, copy from to val times. If it's 0, and then we jump up. Oh, yeah. So, if it's 0, we jump down. And if it's not, so then actually we need to do a copy from here before it jumps back up. Before it jumps back up, so we have to copy from val. Okay. Okay, so that's 6 times 3, right? It's actually 6 times 2. It's 12. Wait, what the fuck did it just do there? Did it copy from 0? Oh, it copied from 0 again. I don't want it to copy from 0 again, do we? Didn't like move that out. Okay, so it's 6 times 2. It's actually 1. 6 times 2. Wait a second. 0. Oh yeah, no, that's right actually. And if it's 0, then we just jump back up and we start again, right? Wait, what's the output that we need? Multiply them and outbox the results. Oh yeah, okay, so when that's done, before we jump back up, we need to outbox the result from val. So if it's 0, if that is 0, we go down to here and we take the output of val, do copy from val again. This is like horribly inefficient, but I think this is right. So it should be the value should be 27 here when it's all said and done. There's 27. So 0. So we take the 27. All right, that works. Okay, so we've got 1 times 1, which is actually, so we take 1. What? Oh, no! No! Oh, shit! So if it's 1, we can't actually take it, bump it down once. Hang on a second. Does the rest of it work without that? So there's 4 times 3. Oh, I see. I think I need to actually put it 12. Okay, that's fine. Great. Okay, so the only time we get screwed over is when it's times 1 and possibly times 0 as well. We need to like cater for those. But I think this is all okay for now anyway. Look at him moving around a lot. Look at this asshole. There we go. We bump it down. 36. Okay, so that works. So 9 times 0. Oh, okay, so we have to check the bump there. Alright, so that first bump is when we do the copy 2 times and then we bump it. Okay, so when we copy it 2 times, we have to check if it's 0 straight away. So if it's 0, we need to go in here, but then we can bump it if not. And we also have to check to see if it's negative. So if it's 0, we check that. We go down to there. But wait, if it's negative, we're going to need to jump out as well. If it's negative, wait, it shouldn't be negative. I don't think there's any negative numbers for now, so we don't actually need to check if it's negative. But if it's 0, so if it's 0, we jump down to there, and we don't bump it? That's right. Yeah, that's right. I think that's all we need, actually. And if it's not 0, we bump it. It's just that initial bump, right? This guy looks like he takes a huge amount of coke. You'd be right, my friend. I've just had coke for lunch, actually. That's all I've done. That's all I've done all day. Yeah, no, you're right. It would actually be easier to program this in any other language than this game. This is like really old style programming, isn't it? So 4. Is that working so far? Okay, so we have 2 times 0. So we're checking and we're doing the bump. Wait, that's not right. Wait, what the fuck? So if it's 0, we don't bump it. And it goes down to there, and then we copy from 0. And we still do it? Hang on, that's not right, is it? How do I, like, fucking... Okay, let's put on super fast and step through it. Okay, so 8. Hurry. Come on, faster. 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 We need to step through it. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so now what is it? 4 times... Was it 4 times 4? Okay, so the next one is 8 times 0. Oh wait, what do we do if in case of 0 then?